When the sun goes down, you're gonna need a flashlight. You're gonna need a candle.
I think I can manage that.
When you leave town, I'm gonna buy you a calling card. 'Cause I am falling hard for you.
I go back on Labor Day,
And I will try to make my way out west to California. So we've got this summer.
we've got each other, perhaps even longer.
When you're on your own, and suddenly without me, will you forget about me?
I couldn't if I tried.
When I'm all alone, and I close my eyes, that's when I'll see your face again. But when you're gone, just know that I'll be waiting when you're gone.
But you're here with me.
You'll be
right
working hard, but if we should drift apart,
Danny.
let me take this moment just to say,
No.
you are gonna change the world someday.
Thinking of home.
And I'll think of you every night
At the same time.
when the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down. You can push me away, I can take it. I can make you a promise and break it. We know the way this goes by now. Running off just to see if I chase you. I pretend I know how to replace you. Still we get tangled up somehow. Hear it thunder, and I wonder, how long can I hang on? I'm caught in a storm, I'm caught in the rain, I'm caught in the rush that blinds this pain. I'm ready to drown, but it's coming down, and I feel so alive. Just let me go, just walk away. If you love someone, you'd find a way to stay. Caught in the storm. As the bars on the Bowery are closing, you arrive at my door standing frozen. You say you thought you'd find me here. Tell me how I begin to forget you when you keep coming back and I let you love me until you disappear. I'm caught in a storm, I'm caught in the rain, I'm caught in the rush that blinds this pain. I'm ready to drown, but it's coming down, and I feel so alive. Just let me go, just walk away. If you love someone, you'd find a way to stay. Caught in a storm, let me wash away. You after the flood. Let me wash away. Caught in the storm, caught in the rain, caught in the rush that hides this pain. When you love someone, you find a way to stay. Caught in the storm.
A name to remember. The past fades away because as of this day, Norma Jean's gone. She's moving on. Her smile and her fantasies play a duet that will make you forget where you are. Saying, let me be your star. Flashback to a girl with a song in her heart, and she's waiting to start the adventure. The fire and drive that makes dreams come alive, they fill her soul. To forget the hurt that came before, forget what I used to be. The past is on the cutting room floor. The future is here when they choose me. Fade up on a star with it all in her sights. Her love and the lights. Someday she'll think twice of the dues and the price she'll have to pay. But not today. And she'll do all she can for the love of one man and for millions who look from afar. It's what you've been needing. It's all here and my heart's bleeding. Let me be your star.
You're watching Random Access, and I hope you've enjoyed these great voices and the great performances we've had tonight. Now we get to meet them. I'm Jenny Lynn, and you are?
Hi, I'm Amy Baker, and these are our wonderful performers from the Starting Arts Dream Team, Catherine Luckenbach, Eva Zakula, and Ryan Sherrod.
You guys have great voices. How did this organization get started? How did you come together?
Starting Arts is an organization that started 13 years ago, providing arts education throughout the Bay Area in schools, over 75 schools. And the Dream Team is it's our premier group. These kids audition to be in this performing arts team, and there are about 45 kids on our older team and 45 on our younger team, and we take them from schools all over the Bay Area So we are very excited to have these wonderful, talented individuals. We do shows throughout the year.
We never heard of you guys before.
Ah, well, it's time
And
that
why
you
is
did.
that?
Well, Dream Team started 4 years ago. It
Okay.
started with 24 kids, and now we're up to about 50. But and we have to turn them away because you have to audition to be on the team. So we're always looking for new, wonderful people to be on the Dream Team. We do have a show coming up at the end of the month, a showcase that really features each of their individual talents, and that happens at Santa Clara High School, May 30th, 31st, and June 1st. And information about that show is on our website.
Awesome. Before we go, we have to make sure you say the name of your website.
www.startingarts.com.
Great. So you guys obviously made it. Is it like American Idol?
Well,
That same concept?
it's a little bit, we're mostly a musical theater program. The
Okay.
showcase we have coming up has different things featured from TV shows and movies. You heard a couple of numbers from the hit TV series Smash. That will be featured in our show, but you also heard a number from In the Heights, which is a really hot new musical that we performed in January. So we do a little bit of everything, but yes, you could see any of these kids on American Idol and they should win.
I say so. Completely agree. Did you guys want to say anything?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It was wonderful.
Okay, what's your goal?
Well, personally, I would like to pursue a career in musical theater, and the dream is to be on Broadway.
Awesome. And you?
I would like to make it to Broadway as well, but also work my way into the film and music industry.
I would like to make it to Broadway as well, and I would also like to pursue music and just singing in general, because it's a passion we all share.
I can tell from the way you sing. And just remember, you can do anything you want to do. You just have to keep working at it. So, we're running out of time. What do you want to say to young people out there that are watching this show? How do they become involved or take a chance?
Well, go to our website, startingarts.com, and you can find information about the Dream Team and all of our arts education. We have classes, we have summer camps, spring break camps. So go to the website, you'll find us there, startingarts.com.
Last question quickly. Where can people see them perform?
Santa Clara High School, May 30th, 31st, and June 1st. This is our spring showcase. You'll be seeing great hits from movies and musicals. So
Thank you so much. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you guys again.
thank you for having us.
Thank you. 3 minutes.
Sign up today.
You are watching Random Access, and I'm Jenny Lynn Gleave, your host. And tonight, we get to speak with Candace Scott and Ella Harris, and they are going to be sharing their stories about the Peace Corps with us. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
So why don't we start with you, Candace? Why don't you tell me how you got involved with the Peace Corps?
I went into the Peace Corps in my mid-50s. I came a time in my life when I was settled and happy and needed a new adventure. And so with that, I applied and was sent off to Romania. I teach, and I was allowed a 2-year leave of absence, so I could go right back to my job after my adventure.
That's awesome. Ella, you are much younger, I can tell from your appearance. How did you get involved?
Well, I was graduating from college, about a couple months left, and didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I was a dance major, and not a lot of jobs coming out of college with dance major, so I decided to look into the Peace Corps. and applied and was accepted and graduated in May and shipped off to Ecuador in June. So it's a very roller coaster of events.
Really
I
fast.
can't wait. Romania, Ecuador. Who wants to go first? Tell me about the experience.
Go ahead, Ella.
All right, so I was placed in Quito, Ecuador, which is the capital.
Okay.
I was in a very impoverished neighborhood in Quito and worked at an after-school program for children who was 3 through 16 years old. And there were about 100 kids who attended that program. And so after a couple months of just hanging out with the teachers and the kids and their families, it became quite apparent that there was no youth program for the adolescents. So I took over that and I ran the youth group ages 10 through 16 for my time there.
And how
That's
long was
wonderful.
that time? How long were you there?
I was there for 2.5 years.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
something
coming
like
back to you. How about you, Candace? Tell us about your experience.
I was in Timișoara, Romania, which is on the western edge of Romania, a city of about 300,000. And I lived in sort of a crummy apartment and taught school at an English-focused English language school,
Yeah.
and had a great time.
This
Made-
is
made friends.
amazing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we live in America where most of us have had cushy lives. It doesn't matter where you live here. When you compare it, right, to some of these places, it's
Yes.
considered cushy. So what would you say was the experience that really touched you the most? Let me start with you, Ella, and why?
I think what I really took away from Peace Corps was the community and my Ecuadorian family that I now have. When I first came in, I was very nervous, you know, didn't really speak the language that well, wasn't really sure what was going to happen, and everyone just really embraced me and would invite me over for lunch, and, you know, played soccer on the weekends in, you know, little patches of dirt, and just the family oriented, everyone just really coming together, and a sense of community that I really haven't experienced anywhere else. That everyone's looking out for each other, and it was really amazing and really touching.
That's awesome.
Part of that, yeah.
And you, Candace?
Oh, what was important? Let me answer the question I made good friends there, personal friends that I
Okay.
have continued to see, and we vacation together. As Romania has grown more wealthy, they can travel. I guess the thing I've taken away from it is, first of all, I changed my intellectual focus. So I started teaching courses in international law, comparative law, which I hadn't done before. I think I feel a lot of self-confidence and don't feel nervous about traveling alone or trying new adventures, because it'll work out somehow. But I also brought back this enormous respect for immigrants. And if you look around, and we have many immigrants here, and they're struggling with their English in the same way that I was struggling with my
their language.
Romanian.
Yes.
They're in this new culture where they don't know the rules,
Yeah.
as I felt that, and I felt the same in Romania. And you know, I now appreciate how brave and strong and ambitious they are. So those are just my sort of interior lessons from the Peace Corps.
So here, tell us about the Peace Corps. Like, what exactly is the Peace Corps? Because growing up, they were in South America where I grew up, and somehow they were more like missionaries. So I want to hear about, you know, this portion of it or this aspect of it that you went there with, and why you chose the Peace Corps.
Yeah, so I could start and jump in. So the Peace Corps is a U.S. government agency. It was started by Kennedy in the 60s that for countries to invite Americans to serve for 2 years, imparting knowledge and also learning from the host country. And that this exchange of culture and knowledge is really at the core of Peace Corps, that we're there to teach and to learn, and then come back to the U.S. and share our experiences with other people.
Like you're doing tonight.
Like we're doing tonight, exactly. So thank you, guys. So the Peace Corps, the other big portion I think about the Peace Corps is they really want to impart like professional knowledge. They like, you can't just come out of high school and come that you really bring something to offer to the host country.
Skills that are not in good supply there in the country.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great.
You know, it could be sanitation. It could be environmental development. As I said, I was a teacher, and Ella worked with youth.
Right.
There are other people who work in health, business advisors.
Nonprofit development, I've heard.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
So how long ago did you both return to the United States? How long ago did you go?
I came back in 1996. I was there from 94 to 96.
And you, Ella?
I was there from 2007 to 2009.
Are you guys planning to go back somewhere and serve in another country?
I certainly plan to go back to Romania. I doubt that I'll be able to serve in another country.
And why is that?
Because I hurt my back.
Ah,
They're very careful about your good health because they provide your medical services.
Okay. So would you encourage you're going back?
Yeah. Well, I go back to Ecuador on a regular basis, not with Peace Corps, but as part of my experience there, I started a nonprofit that works with the adolescents that I worked with. So I go back on about twice a year to check up on it.
And being a South American myself, I know how hospitable South Americans are.
Yes. Exactly.
So once you've gone there, you've been good, you've left an indelible mark, and they will make sure they stay in touch with you.
Yes,
Has this been
that
true
is
for
very
both
true.
of you?
Well, that's that.
Yes.
I don't know much about Romania. So what about the Romanian culture you enjoy the most? And what did you not like?
Oh, not like is easy. I did not like washing my sheets in my bathtub. It's really very awkward and annoying. Things that Ella said really also resonate. Romania is a warm country. The language is a Romance language, and they pride themselves on not being those stiff Slavs. But that family is very important.
Okay.
So people living in the city will oftentimes go out to their parents' homes in the country for Sunday dinner every week. Grandparents take care of little children before they start school, and so and I was received into some families. If I had not been, it might have been a very lonely place.
Yes.
Because of the strong family structure.
Right. And that is what I find it's not so common here in the United States. So I would imagine when they come here, they have to create their own communities within our communities, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because when you're raised with that, it's really hard not to have it. It's very lonely.
Yeah, it is.
So when you come back to America, are you still involved with the Peace Corps? And what happens with it here in the United States? Is it continuing here? Or when you come back, that's it?
We have no duty to the Peace Corps. They encourage us to be active in our communities and to carry the message of the Peace Corps. So I have traditionally in March, which is Peace Corps month, I've gone and taught classes in school, teach them about Romania, about Peace Corps, but just some way to spread the word, the benefits.
I think that's great.
Do a lot of the same stuff. There's a big Return Peace Corps volunteer group in the Bay Area that will get together and share experiences, and it's a really great community to have coming back.
And you do this once a year in March, you said?
That's when I do my outreach to the schools.
Okay. So 2 years could be a long time, or it could go by very quickly. What would you say? it was?
Very quickly. I don't notice it. My feeling was I spent the whole first year, it seems, just getting used to the place.
Right.
And the way things were. Unless you live in another country, you don't even appreciate what our culture is. That you know, we're blind to it because we live in it every day, but then suddenly everything works differently there.
Right.
So that takes a lot of getting used to. Then your second year, you're rolling and you're making things happen, and suddenly it's gone already. You just feel like you've begun.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, very, very similar experience. We had a popular saying that the days seemed really long, but the 2 years seemed very short. You know, to get through a day sometimes seemed like a month long, but then it goes by so fast.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've been really excited to hear about this because I've always known as the Peace Corps, and somehow I thought it had more to do with spiritual work and religion for some reason.
No, it's a government agency.
Okay.
I mean, it
Because
can't.
they came to South America, and that's kind of was more of the focus, and maybe that's why I had that. I mean, in Guyana, where I grew up, maybe that's why I thought that's what it was. Yeah, but I'm so happy to hear about this, and I thank you so much for coming and sharing this with us. We're out of time. There's so much more I want to know. But thank you, Candace. Thank you, Ella. I really enjoyed hearing about it, as I'm sure others will. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.